I was 3 years old when I was placed with my foster mom, Celeste. Really, I didn't know what foster care was until I was about 10 years old. But I did have like a little situation where my biological mom called me when I was like 5, and I hung up the phone on her because I told her my mom was in the other room. And then that's when Celeste sat down and talked to me and was like, I'm not your mom. You can call me auntie, you can call me mom. But, I kind of forgot about that. It didn't really click to me until I got older, when I was like 10 years old. And my foster family was African American, so I just thought I was just light skinned, And then that's when they kind of like told me, like, your biological mom is white, and your father is Hispanic, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay. But I felt okay. I mean, because I was loved and cared for, so it didn't bother me none. We were treated the same. There was no fear whatsoever. I mean, if there was a problem, we would go to her, and she would talk to us, and she would be there for us no matter what. And it wasn't like she had 3 children that was her birth children. And when we went out in public places, it was not like, these are my foster kids and these are my birth kids. Nobody knew the difference. It was just like, these are my children. And that was it. So there was no problem with that at all. Oh, she was a dedicated Christian woman.
How did she raise you?
She raised us to follow the Bible, to look up to God, and to make sure that we're following the right path, and to love one another no matter what the situation may be. She never turned down anybody at all. She did everything for these kids, and none of the kids were treated as if they were group home kids. They weren't. These kids called her Auntie Celeste. When we went somewhere as a family vacation, these kids went with us too, to where we would go around saying, oh, these are my cousins, or we just have a big family, because that's how it was. If there was an after-school program, we all went together. We went to Disneyland. My mom rented one of those big buses. The only children that didn't go was the children that were 5 and under due to their age. But the other kids, we all went together. Everything was together. We all went to church together. Everything was together. I would say, even if you get a child in foster care and it's only for a month or even a day or two, I think that you're still giving that child or those children the best days ever in life that you can possibly ask for. I mean, and it's sad to say that when I turned 18 and I was literally independent, I kind of wanted to go back to be in foster care and be amongst a big family and having that family support, the guidance, compared to not having it, because I feel like every child needs love, needs just, a hug, a kiss, a hey, hello, let's read this book together. Any little thing, it shouldn't matter how long the time limit is, because it's going to mean a lot to that child. I would say, if your heart belongs to God and you love children, and just to see their smiles make you happy and makes you feel good about life, I would say open your doors. I wouldn't just sit there and say, well, I don't know if I can do it right now, or, well, what happened if I fall in love with this kid for a month and then they take him away or take her away? There's so many children that out there that actually need a home to stay in, and instead of being, I hate to say it, locked up in a facility where they kind of only get to go out with permission or supervised, and basically just have people walking around to feed them all day. What child needs that? I mean, it's not the child's fault that they were born into this world. We didn't ask to be here. It happens, and I just feel, God has his own path for all of us, but when you're so young, you need somebody to help you, direct you in that right path, and that's where I believe foster care and adoption comes in. Because if you can do it, and you have the space, and you have the time, do it. I thank God more than anything for my foster mom. I truly felt that if I did not get placed with her when I did, I don't think, like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And if she wouldn't have showed me the right things to do in life and just being a Christian woman, being a Christian child, I don't think I would be where I'm at today as a mother and just as a person in the society. I just have a total different outlook on life in general. And that's just, work situation or at home, my daily environment. It's totally different how I see things from my mother, Celeste McLean.